Welcome back.
Oh, I forgot I had to hold it.
Welcome back to Jesus and Cocktails.
Yay.
Episode number 2.
2?
It's episode number 2.
3.
What's the third one?
This is the third one.
This is not the third one. On YouTube, this is the second one.
Okay.
On YouTube, it is the second one. Disregard our first episode. That was like a trial and error type of thing because we didn't know. Actually, she doesn't do anything. She just presents herself and talks.
I just come sit here and...
I didn't know what I was doing. But here we are. Second video. Hopefully you guys like the first one. An update from the first one. We're still jobless.
We still have the same life, which is basically
nothing. Well, my life changed a little bit. I started school. Thank you. The round of applause. I started school. It sucks. It sucks. I have like 4 classes, but it just seems like too much. Like today I had a chemistry test and I had no idea what we were studying for. Like he just goes on and on talking about stuff and then he's like, "Oh, here's your test." And I'm like, what is this test about? Anyways, I got an 11 out of 15. It put me at like a C in that class, and that's literally our first assignment. Whatever, it's not gonna let me sleep at night. What about you, Jasmine? What's your life? What are you doing?
My life is the same. No cambiado. Ahí seguimos igual.
But Jasmine did change. I let go of alcohol. We'll talk a little bit more about that. And Jasmine lets go of
soda. I thought you were gonna be like, I let go of the alcohol and she took it. I'm just kidding.
She let go of soda. Wait, did you?
Oh
my god, she did. She let go of soda, which I'm pretty proud of her.
I've been like 3 months sin la soda, which is good. Well, except squirt, but only like sometimes when we drink.
But this girl, she would wake up and she'd be like, soda for breakfast.
And be like, ay, como que me duele la cabeza una soda. Dude, even, okay, I get migraines, okay? I would drink my pastilla para la cabeza with soda.
Mexicans swear
que la coca es la medicina para
todo.
Para la migraña.
Para todo.
Que te duele la cabeza, tómate un traguito de soda. O te bajó la presión, tómate un traguito de soda.
Ay, ¿andas nerviosa?
Tómate un traguito de soda.
¿Tienes chorro?
Tómate un traguito. That's
no.
Pepto-Bismol.
No, for chorro, what do they give? Isn't it like squirt and
stuff? Guys, I am so sorry.
Squirt in my
I am so sorry, but I've been having a cough. They're like a smoking
like
cough.
that.
Yeah, for the last like 2 weeks, and I'm not even sick. I just have a cough.
Me too. I've been having a cough, so we'll probably.
But I heard something about COVID coming back, but I don't know if that's true or not because I was never sick. I just have that cough. So
at the college, they're offering like they're saying like COVID round, whatever round it is, because COVID just comes and goes. But supposedly it's coming again. Anyways, last time we talked about my favorite drink, which was a paloma, but back to me saying that I'm not drinking. I think I'm not going to drink until the end of the year, hopefully. That way, if I do something great with my life and I want to celebrate, I'll be able to like take a good shot or something. But right now, I just stopped drinking. I think I was just doing it too much ever since I stopped working. It was just every weekend, and even throughout the weeks I was drinking, and I just got so tired of it. But that changes everything for this podcast because it's literally called She Would Bring the Chisme, I Would Bring the Cocktails, because that's what we're good at. Now it's going to be a little bit different, so stay tuned because I do have some incredible things for you guys that I think you might like.
And I think next podcast we're going to have a guest.
We are going to have a guest. So hopefully you guys are ready for that. Anyways, Jasmine, favorite cocktail. What is your favorite cocktail?
Favorite cocktail, and that's because that's what we had this last weekend. This last weekend, Memorial Weekend. Mm-hmm. We had...
Not Memorial. Labor Day? Labor? Labor Day, guys. Not Memorial Weekend.
This weekend was Labor Day weekend. So basically, it's just ice.
I like how you put this like super close to the computer, so if it spills or anything, no damage.
Sorry. Aquí lo pongo en iPad. I'm just kidding. Okay, so ice, choice of tequila, squirt, like todo el vaso lleno de squirt, and like a slightly bit of cranberry, casi nomás para el color.
You literally just described my drink.
No.
My paloma was like that.
A paloma's not with cranberry.
You just added cranberry?
Yeah.
And what do you call that one?
Sepa. I don't know.
What cocktail was that?
La que me estaban dando. Just kidding. No, I really don't know.
In the next clip, Jasmine's going to show us how to prepare the jasmine cocktail. That's what we're going to name it. The jasmine cocktail.
Okay, so this is how you make the drink. You get a cup. We already have the squirt in there just because of the green screen and the bottle. So, you know. And you get some ice. Get a little bit of ice. And then you put some tequila. And then you put some cranberry juice. And then you give it a little mix. And then you mix and enjoy. Cheers. But anyways, I feel like it does have a name, but I don't know.
I think it does have a name. We could just call it the jasmine cocktail for right now. So, go through the steps one more time. You said ice.
Ice, tequila.
What is your choice of tequila?
Centenario Añejo.
Okay, Centenario Añejo. All right.
And then the squirt, tequila.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
what
am I talking about?
The ice?
The ice, tequila.
Let's say Centenario.
Okay. The ice, tequila, squirt. And
a dash of cranberry juice.
Yep.
And that's what you get drunk off.
Basically. No, but you know, okay, so I knew when people, like, in Mexico, they would drink like that, but I didn't like it. So it would be the same thing, but it's, en vez de squirt, agua mineral. Like, just mineral water. That's nasty.
Unflavored, carbonated nasty type of liquid.
Yeah. Like, if I'm going to drink a soda or something carbonated, I'm not going to drink just agua mineral. Like, that's so gross.
If it's...
Or people can say, oh, ocupo repetir, and they drink a jarrito de una agua mineral.
Gross.
Like, that's nasty.
Simple carbonated water, super gross. Nasty. I don't even like any carbonated things anyways. I think that's, like, the third time I say anyways. We're going to delete that off from my vocabulary. Starting from the top. Today's topic brings us... I think it would only make sense because we're both women, and
wait, I was gonna say we should have done that topic next.
No, next for our next guest. It's gonna be.
I thought like
it's gonna be for our next guest. It's gonna be a very spicy one. But this topic, we're going down, and I mean down there. Yes, we're literally gonna talk about the chemical imbalance that goes through our brains when we get periods. And the reason why I chose this was because I was going through it, and it just made me laugh why this was happening. But let me tell you a funny story. We'll both tell our stories on how we found out about periods because we both have a different story. First of all, I don't think telling kids in 5th grade about how to have sexual relationships is a good idea because, in my opinion, they're super young. Super young.
You think so? I was going to say I feel like that's already too old. And I'll explain why my story. But
okay, I think it's too young because when I was in 5th grade, that was like the last thing I was thinking about. But then again, I was still playing with my toys when I was in middle school.
Yeah, Jackie was playing with her muñequitas.
I'm still in that stage of I never want to grow up and I never want to... Mentally, I want to mature, but let's say, I don't know, my environment or how I am, I never want to actually grow up. So for me, 5th grade, that was like the last thing I wanted to think about. 5th grade, let's see, what age you're like 10.
10, 11.
You're like 10 or 11. To me, that's young. I don't know. I feel like we could push it to 6th grade or something. Or at least have this topic once you're going into middle school, because middle school just seems more like, going to a bigger school. I knew about the whole sex stuff. I knew how babies were made, whatever, blah, 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 right? But then my mom's like, okay, we have another thing for you. And then she goes on to talk about periods. And the whole time, I'm like, I had no idea about periods, and I don't know.
I feel like me and Jackie were obviously completely different.
Yes.
And then I feel like when we're only like 2.5 years apart.
3
years apart. We're only like 3 years apart. But even then, I feel like when I got to 5th grade, because my story's completely different.
Yeah, you see,
I already knew, not because of my mom.
I was
because
okay.
There was already girls that had their period prior to 5th grade.
When I was in 5th grade.
I feel like I'm yelling this.
No, it's fine. Like, you could barely hear your voice. When I was in 5th grade, I wasn't hanging out. I didn't have a group of girlfriends. I had a girlfriend. I just had one friend that was a girl, and we only became friends because she knew Spanish, and I didn't know any other language. Yeah, and we knew each other since kindergarten. And ever since, I've always had more guy friends than girlfriends because I like to play basketball, and girls didn't like to play basketball, so I would always end up playing with the guys. So it never crossed my mind of, like, periods. So when my mom told me about periods, I literally cried. I was like, how do we supposed to bleed for a whole entire week? And I was telling her I'm never going to be able to swim anymore because I like doing sports and stuff. So I was like, how am I going to do sports if I'm bleeding through my legs? So that was my experience with periods. Hated it. Completely. Cried. Jasmine, on the other hand.
No, yeah, so I was saying, like, I think that's how it was different a little bit. And then, to be honest, these generations, like, I'm pretty sure there's kids in 2nd grade that already know.
Okay, but
things,
now,
you know?
Look at social media.
That's what I'm saying. Like, generations,
so much is exposed
already. So it's so different. So I feel like when it got to me, that I was in 5th grade, I knew somewhat of the things. I knew, obviously, like, about periods. And when my mom told me, I remember, because I don't know if you remember.
You were just laughing the whole time.
No, and I started crying.
Oh, yeah.
Because I've always been, like, not scared of my parents, but, like...
She's the what do you say? Like, what do you call it? Your, like, you're a mommy's girl. Parents? But she's a mommy's girl, 100%.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think you are. When you were younger, oh my god.
No, I think I was.
She would rather sit beside my mom and just be with her like this instead of being like a normal kid and playing.
I would rather sit beside anybody in order to, like, mover un dedo, literally.
Anyways.
But what's it called? Like, I think I started crying because my mom started telling me that we were like, que periods this, y que no sé qué. And then I was like, and then I'm like, ya sabías, ¿verdad? And then I started crying because I thought Mom was going to get mad because I already knew. So I didn't admit to her that I already knew. And then, but I don't remember how I knew. I think people just talk about it openly, like, let's go. But I don't know if you remember, they would tell us this the day before, because they would send a paper home.
Yeah, it was before the videos.
That they're going to show videos or whatever.
Yeah, it was before the pregnancy giving and...
No, that's in health.
Oh, yeah. What was this video about?
Which now these kids don't have this generation, or at least here.
Well, fifth grade, what we showed...
Puberty talks, something like that, no?
It was just period talks, no? Yeah, I remember. For me, they literally gave us pads. And it was like super small ass miniature pads.
I don't even think it was a liner, like.
Yeah, it was like a liner.
No,
but
I don't
whatever.
even think it was that. But
it wasn't even big enough to be a liner.
So my mom would sit us down the day before that it was gonna, like, that the video was gonna play, and she would, like, tell us these things.
Yeah.
And then I remember I started crying.
You see, so we both cried, but for way different reasons. But that brings us to our topic of the chemical imbalances. So, periods. Yes, we get them. Whatever. Not a big deal, but I personally think it's funny. It takes a week, right? So, from day one, well, let's talk about the build-up. Let's say a week before we're going to get our periods. To me, everything... I get hungry, 100%. I'm usually, like, very picky with my food and I want to eat clean and healthy. But a week before, I don't know why, I get super hungry and I could eat anything. I don't care if it has a lot of calories. I don't care if it has a lot of sugar. I don't care if it's bad for me. I don't even care. Sometimes, not a lot of people have seen this from the family, but sometimes I would chug a soda. And I don't like soda. I hate the feeling of soda. But I crave it so bad. And I would chug it, and it makes me feel like a fucking animal just, like, eating everything. That's me, personally, a week before. What about you?
To be honest, I haven't noticed something in me that I'm like, oh, like it's coming or it's the week before.
Oh, and like, wait, I gotta add something. And
whatever time of the year,
and
the
then
month it is.
And then I get what Shawty Bae says all the time.
What?
Guess.
Churros.
I get the churros. Literally, I get the churros. But it is what it is.
Like, I haven't noticed, or there's something that I'm like, okay, like it's coming. Like, see, I know it's coming because I kind of like have it in my head. But I have.
But do you have a calendar or?
I do have a calendar because
really?
one time I accidentally missed it 3 months and I didn't realize that I missed it 3 months. So I got a calendar. I actually think it was like more than 3 months.
You didn't have your period for 3 months?
Yeah, and I didn't realize until I was like, oh, like I haven't had my period for 3 months.
Who the fuck doesn't realize that the period doesn't come in 3 months?
Yeah, so that's when I like had a calendar.
I never got a calendar. I was always so lazy. I was like, it comes when it comes. It's not like I'm gonna get pregnant.
It for like a long time, you know. But anyways, like I haven't noticed something that says like, okay, it's coming. I always have an attitude. I'm always mad. I never eat. Whatever time of the month it is, I never eat like that.
But your attitude, 100%. Jasmine's attitude. No, but there's this. My mom was talking about this with my aunt the other day. There's literally, if Jasmine's in a bad mood, she's one of those that she puts everybody else in a bad mood. When I'm in a bad mood, I'm just like, I put my headphones on, lock out, nobody talks to me.
No, you don't. No, you
yes,
don't.
and then I just say no to everything.
Because I get hangry también.
You are literally worsening. My mom said that you affect her. You being in a bad mood makes her
but you want to know something?
The worst.
Know something? And my mom, I've never told my mom this because I already know she'll be like, sí, pero si fuera contigo. No, it's not just with me. With anybody. I hate when someone is in a bad mood and mom was like, ¿qué quieres? ¿No quieres eso? I'm like, leave me alone. And I hate like if Jackie's in a bad mood, she's like, Jackie, ¿no quieres llegar a comer esto? I'm like, dude, like literally leave her alone because I know.
But what if I did want to get off and eat something?
Well, se habla. If you're mad, you're mad. Like you're not gonna talk. You know?
Yeah, like I was so mad when you guys fucked me up that In-N-Out order. I swear to God. Literally, get the fuck out right now.
No, okay, so one time, me and Jose, we were...
This is going to be a whole long story. We're not going to say it. We got to stay on track. No, we're not. No. We got to stay on track. Okay, what's
no, but I hate... That's what I'm saying. Like, I hate when my mom is like, is that wrong? And I'm like, ay, no quieres. Like, I'm already in a bad mood. Like, no one talks to me already. Like...
Whatever.
You know? But I feel like if my mom were to hear, she'd be like, sí, es que... Es cuando...
The mom is just trying to be the mom.
Okay, pero que me dejen en paz. Literally, like...
Period.
Like, I
okay,
have a big
for me...
I have a big old attitude. If I'm mad and I'm so hungry, no voy a decir que tengo hambre because I don't want to admit it. That's how big I am.
Oh my God. You see, so who's more difficult, me or her? I literally just get so hungry, and if I'm angry, I put my headphones on and I go to sleep, and I don't care.
But it's not just when it's not when I'm on.
And
that's
this
what I'm
girl,
saying, like, it's not when I'm on my period.
So
like,
what do you get a week before? Nothing?
Nothing. That's what I'm saying. Like
I think you get an attitude, to be honest.
I have an attitude all the time.
No, but it's a worse attitude. I think for Jess, it's going to be an attitude. Another thing. Do you ever start just crying? Like, for no reason. And it's one of those that you're crying and you're laughing because you're laughing of how bad you're crying, but then it just makes you cry even more. Hysterical. No?
Not like hysterically crying. But I remember there was this one time. It was when I used to work and I was driving to work. And then I was just singing. And then I started crying. And then I realized, this is literally what I told myself. Wait, can I cuss on? Because it's literally what I told myself.
Yeah,
okay.
go.
I was like, are you fucking dumb? I literally went like that, Jackie. Like, I was like, are you fucking dumb? I was like, why are you crying? Because there was like no reasons for me to be crying. Like, I was literally just taking myself to work.
You're literally gonna spill that. I start crying, and it's funny because I'm already sad, and I put even sadder music, so I'm just crying all the time. And I think that happens, let's say, maybe the first 2 days of my period. Yeah, it's just emotional. And anybody that texts me, I feel like you would know the difference, because I get Like, if someone texts me about going out or something, I'll be like, no, I'm not going out. Like, I'm just gonna stay inside and, I don't know, let's say watch a movie or something, or I don't feel like doing anything, and I'll just go to sleep. What about you? Like, is that...
And then I don't think... Now it makes sense. Remember on my birthday that I was like, I literally don't want to go nowhere?
Yes.
I didn't want to leave the house. And I think I was on it.
I'm telling you, you're much worse than I am.
Like,
it was her birthday, and this girl didn't want to go anywhere, and we were just all like, again, going back to us being unemployed. I was like, my dad's literally paying for everything.
And
let's just go.
I was like, ¿dónde quieres ir? Like, ¿quieres hacer? ¿Quieres ir like a comer or no sé qué? We were gonna go to Pico.
Oh yeah.
And I said no.
Yes, she was. Pico Rivera is literally one of like a fave plays of Jasmine. You know, hay banda, música, like all of that stuff. And my dad was gonna pay for everything, and she said, "No, I don't want to go anywhere."
Because I didn't feel like leaving my house. Like I felt.
Boom!
Like,
you see,
I don't know.
worse than I am. Yeah. Going back. Let's say, all right, that's the first 2 stages, right? The third stage is the. Damn, girl, you look so good right now.
Okay, hold up. You're talking about you being emotional?
Yeah.
I don't think I get emotional. I think I just get mad.
That's my second stage.
I don't think I don't think I get emotional. I think I'm just always like mad.
So your first stage and your second stage are the same?
It's attitude. That's like no attitude and then being mad. Isn't that different?
I guess it's slightly different. Both combination of words because they affect everybody. My first stage is hunger. My second stage is emotional. My third stage is thinking I'm the shit and I look so good. But that will literally last... Hold up. But that will literally last like 2 days out of that week. I'll be like, oh, dang, I actually look like a little bit skinnier today. Or I actually look like I have an ass today. Or, oh my god,
okay,
you could
that's
actually...
not you think you're the shit. That's just having self-confidence, and it's good to have self-confidence.
AKA thinking you're the shit.
Because you think you're the shit all the time.
Because I am the shit.
But, let's get this thing right now.
Let's wrap it up.
No, there's a difference between thinking, like, or in my
okay,
head,
but,
when you think like, you're the shit.
Alright, fine, rewording it. Self-confidence. My self-confidence is over the roof.
You have
but it will only last, like, the 2 days out of that week. Apart from that...
She doesn't have any self-confidence. So
ever. So what's your third stage? Justin, you're literally coughing, burping.
Did you hear that coming up?
Cut it out right now. Wrap it up.
I think you're gonna have to cut it.
People, whoever watches this is literally gonna get sick just by watching you. Third stage. Give me your third stage.
I don't know, Jackie. Like, I don't look.
She doesn't keep track of anything of her feels. She's just like, I'm a bitch, and I'm a bitch, and I'm a bitch.
Yeah, because I don't have emotions. I really don't have emotions. Huh?
Yes, you do.
I do?
Do you?
I don't think I have emotions.
Do you even cry at night or something?
No.
Are you even human?
I don't think
you just
I'm human.
Get your period, call it a day, wrap it up?
I just get my period, sleep 24/7, which is already something I do. But
it just looks like you're in your period all the time, though.
That's what
because
I'm saying, because I'm the same person all the time.
No, yeah.
Like, I always have an attitude.
She always has an attitude.
I'm always mad. I always give the dirtiest looks to anybody. And I am so sorry if you guys ever see me. Like, I give dirty looks left and right, and it's not even like me being like
judgmental. Is it really? Because
no,
I don't think there could be a point where you're not judgmental.
I give even like the people that I already know like a dirty like the dirty look just comes out of me like. Or me answering with attitude, it just comes out of me.
Let's see,
like,
your third?
I don't know. I don't think. Because I'm the same
could it
person.
be a third stage could also be like you're more productive. Are you more productive?
I'm a one.
But sometimes you'll be like, oh, I'm gonna clean my room today.
Oh yeah.
And then you wrap it up. You know, like.
Or sometimes like if I'm feeling, I don't know, like I do more than that, then I'll go like clean the bathroom or clean the outside bathroom or clean.
Yeah, that also reminded me. That goes back to me and my second stage. I am emotional, but I also, for whatever reason, I love to run. Like, I feel like hold up.
You run being the whole month around.
I know, but it feels good. It feels like I'm able to run, I don't know, let's say I could run 5 miles and I'll be able to do it. And if I really push myself, Like, it gives me, like, an extra strength. But that's just, like, the second day. Because when I do it the third day, I just cannot run at all. I literally passed out. Remember that time that I was running and then I was, like...
Oh, yeah.
It's super bad. But that's my third thing I say. So what? Your third stage is being productive? Is that what you are?
I guess.
I guess. Moves one part close to another side of the
room, and that's me being productive, guys. I'm just kidding. No? Yeah, probably.
Jasmine, literally, like...
Because I'm saying, like,
we gotta prepare you for a first date. We're gonna give you, like, a blind date to see how you would do in a first date, because they're gonna be like, oh, what's your favorite color? Oh, I don't have one. I never thought you should have one. Like, what are you gonna say? What's your favorite animal? Literally, what is your favorite animal? Because you don't touch any animal.
I ran away hasta de la mosca que va a pasar.
Literally, what's your favorite type of food?
Yeah, you see, like, I'm very picky.
You see, maybe some canes. I think that's my favorite type of... Like, we gotta prepare you. Come on.
What would I, like...
literally...
Por favor,
trust me, I'm gonna prepare a blind date for Jasmine. You're gonna see it in this channel. For real. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna have to do it. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 stage. Literally, get out. Get it. Godly, I'm gonna get another guest on this show.
No, literally. Dude, because and then I have like very short conversation and short temper too, huh? Like
yeah, and then
if like someone asks me a question, yes, no, that's my answer.
And then sometimes they'll be like, I'm gonna say it in Spanish because I don't know how you would say it in English. That's literally.
And then in Spanish, I'm like, I'm gonna say it in English.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it in English because I don't know how to say it in Spanish. Okay, fourth stage. For me, fourth stage, which is basically like wrapping it up, right? Wrapping it up, period's over, coming down to an end. I think this is where my anger comes out, actually.
Wait,
a little bit more. What?
You ever hear saying how, like, oh, like, first stage, like, oh, que emotional y que no sé qué, que da da da. Girl, or what, I mean, not emotional, but, like, to be honest, I think this, whatever you're explaining goes this whole month around because I have not seen you in, like, more than a week. This is the longest I've seen you. In, like, a week, and we live in the same house, and I don't leave my house, okay?
I'm telling you, school is kicking my ass. I think about it this way. How long ago has I been out of high school? And then, just think about it. Don't say it. I've been out of high school for a minute. And then when I went back to college, I was doing criminal justice. If you guys really know me and criminal justice, we do not go together whatsoever. This is what I like doing. The filming, photography, creating, art stuff. That's what I like doing. So when I was going to college again for something and what I'm doing is not easy, I'm like, I'm going to have to put my 100% focus. I'm not going to be able to do what I was doing before because when I was doing before, I was like hanging out with friends and going to parties and doing all of this and then thinking, oh yeah, I'll just do the homework whenever I can or I'll just copy someone's homework. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm literally putting my 100% focus in school and my friends and my family. They have argued with me that you don't come out anymore, that you don't hang out with us anymore, you don't drink anymore, blah, blah, whatever. It's a sacrifice, and it is what it is, but when you really want something, you're going to have to sacrifice times like that. Going back to you. That is my explanation to you guys.
Okay, what we're talking about, the fourth stage?
The fourth stage.
Okay.
I think mine is like anger. I'm just mad at everybody, and that's when me and my mom crash, because if I'm mad, and it sucks when the three of us are in our periods, because if I'm mad, she's mad, my mom's mad.
But I'm always mad though, like.
You need some yoga in your life and some meditation. Pa que aflojes todo lo que tengas. No pun intended. So my stage is.
No pun intended.
Pa que aflojes todo lo que tengas.
No pun intended.
Mentally and physically.
I don't think that's normal. It hurts right here.
Jasmine, we're almost done with the podcast.
Sorry.
You gotta.
Okay, sorry. Okay,
I'm
go.
definitely getting another guest, guys.
I'm a host, no?
I'm the host.
Oh, so I'm just the everyday
Guest.
guest?
Yes.
Oh, I thought I was the host. Okay, whatever.
You can be the host.
How am I the host if I'm on the picture? I mean, how am I the guest if I'm on the picture?
I'm the host with my guest all the time.